Hello class, I would like to walk you through your assignment for this week. So let's go first to weekly assignments. And we're all the way down into week 12, chapter 18. Here we've discussed all about control charts. And here's where your reading assignment is, the slides we went over in our virtual class meeting. Don't forget you have that quiz that's due by Sunday. And then we're going to have an assignment because I want you to actually get some practice time and making some charts and graphs. And especially since we're not going to have another exam or a final and you're going to have a project, this will be good practice for you. So this week, I want you to work on making some charts and graphs. This assignment's not due until Tuesday, the 13th at 11:59 p.m. So you have plenty of time to get this done. So whenever you look at this chart, at this assignment, you're going to see that you're going to get some data regarding an employment application. And you're going to enter that data into a check sheet. It's going to create a histogram, a bar chart, and a Pareto chart. Then you're going to answer some questions about these graphs. Then you're going to take the top two errors from the Pareto chart and you're going to create two control charts using an Excel worksheet that I have created for you. And next you're going to take a look at some data. You're going to create a P chart where you're going to look at the total application errors by week. And I've got that all set up for you to enter information into an Excel worksheet as well. And then I'm going to post this short YouTube video to give you further details to refer back to, because as you get going on the assignment, you might need to refer back to it because you have questions or concerns. But always remember, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to walk you through anything or clear up any confusion that you might have. So I will have attached here, whenever you see this assignment, there'll be a Word document and two Excel sheets. So let's begin by looking at the Word document because it's going to give you a lot more information. So here it tells you that you work in human resources for Speedy Pizza Inc. and you kind of want to be able to process these applications faster because you want to be able to hire for these positions. So we've got some data here that we've collected over 12 weeks, and the application has different sections that we've broken it down into. And then you have the number of errors in these sections per each week. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is open an Excel sheet that I'm going to give to you. It's from ASQ, and you're going to enter all this data into that check sheet. So you will just enter, on that previous Word document we looked at, so personal information 125 for week 1, and employment eligibility for week 1 5, and you will just go through and you will fill this all out. Now, as this gets completed, then it's automatically going to populate a histogram, a bar chart, and then a Pareto chart. Okay? So these will all be populated for you once you enter in all the data from this Word document that I gave you into this Excel sheet. So just be careful and enter this data that's provided here carefully into the Excel sheet, okay? And then you'll answer some questions I have here about the graphs that are created from the data provided. Okay, so that takes care of section number 1. Then section number 2 is all about control charts, and we're going to create 2 C charts, okay? Control charts, count charts for this week, and we're going to use the top 2 errors that come up from the Pareto chart you just created. So hint, hint, you should have gotten those to be personal information and education. So if you don't get those two, go back and look at that check sheet again and make sure you got that completed correctly. So let's take a look at the Excel sheet that you'll be using to enter this information into. Okay, so you'll see on this worksheet that there's two tabs. One is for C chart, and that's what we're looking at now. So here I have the weeks. Only thing you need to fill in is this column here that's highlighted in yellow. And as you fill this in, all of these will populate and create the graph that you'll answer questions about. So again, we're looking at personal information errors, and I can enter those in. And as I do, you'll see that it starts to populate, and that is all you need to do. Do not, enter this anywhere else. You can see this is starting to form, and as you enter those all in, then this will all populate here with your data points in blue with the errors, and your average mean line will be in orange, and then your lower control limits and your upper control limits. And you'll see here that the equation for lower control limits is just the average, the mean, okay, minus 3 times the standard deviation. And for upper control limit, it's going to be the average plus 3 times the standard deviation. And you'll do that for personal info errors as well as, like I said, for education. So just fill in the highlighted areas here, and you will have that all completed. Next, we're going to look at the P chart. And here, I didn't provide this previously in the Word document, so I've given it to you here. Do not change any of the numbers here on total number of applications. I'm providing this to you, so leave that as is. Only enter the total number of errors for each week. And you'll want to go back here to your check sheet to look at that. So if we go to the check sheet, once you have it all filled in, it'll tell you what the total errors are for week 1 down here at the bottom. Okay, and then you'll take that number once it's all filled in and you'll enter it over here. And then that'll populate your percent of errors, your average, your standard deviation, along with your lower control limits and your upper control limits. And then you'll go back here to the Word document and you will answer some questions I have about all of the control charts. So I hope that you guys, it becomes more clear what the control charts and graphs are that we are studying about, and hopefully by completing them and using them yourself, they'll make more sense. But as you go along, please don't struggle. If you have any questions or concerns, reach out to me, watch the video. You know how to get a hold of me. So happy studying, and good luck on making all these charts and graphs. Bye for now.